Hello and welcome to Crypto Ride. My name's Anthony, and today we are going to talk about the Chinese dominance in Bitcoin mining and the US government's interest in Ripple, how these two correlate, and what the potential future might look like in the cryptocurrency markets. But before we do, I just want to thank you guys for watching in advance, thank all our new subscribers, ask you to hit that subscribe button if you're new here, and welcome you to the community. As we look at CoinMarketCap right now, you'll see, of course, Bitcoin is the #1 cryptocurrency in the world, and XRP, which is Ripple's token, sitting at number 3. All right, now, interesting thing about Bitcoin is that back in April, the 17 millionth Bitcoin was mined. Now, with an overall supply of 21 million Bitcoins, as I mentioned in my last video, 17 million already mined, 4 million left. That's not too many left. One of the things that I've been looking at here in this article talks about China's Bitcoin dominance and how that worries the White House. But let's not worry about the worries yet. Let's just first talk about this. Now, if you look here, it says China is by some distance the undisputed world leader in Bitcoin mining. Chinese mining pools controlling more than 70% of the network's collective hash rate, which means the power not only of what's been mined, but to continue to mine. I'm an American. I'm from New York, as many of you guys know who've been watching. And I can tell you that America is not going to sit idly by and let China or any country in the world control wealth in this manner. I can tell you that President Trump would never let that happen either. All right, which leads me to the next part of this video, which talks about the White House and their interest in Ripple. Now, I want you to keep in mind, Ripple had their Swell event, which is their big, I believe it's like a conference, and they do that annually. And they had Bill Clinton, former president, speak there, former U.S. president speak. He was the keynote speaker at that event, which is an interesting person. And I think it's very possible that the U.S. government could really be, or could at least potentially be, putting their money and their largest investments in Ripple. None of this is financial advice. As always, I'm just thinking out loud and hopefully engaging your brain and hopefully making you think a little bit too. But you know, if you look at this quote here, where it says, when you look at XRP, there is no mining. So from a foreign control aspect or from an environmental aspect, XRP is a very different beast. And the administration seem to get that and think that might matter. XRP can't be mined. Some people criticize it because Ripple controls 60% of the currency, and people will argue and say that it's decentralized, which in some ways it is, and I'm not here to offer my stance on that one way or the other. But this is, I believe, San Francisco-based company, Ripple. That's where they're from, so they're an American company. They have partnerships all over the world. They have their XRapid payment system in place. They have their XRP token. It's unminable. And I think that this might be a coin that the American government may get behind, and only time will tell where this is going. It's still very speculative. It's a very unpredictable asset class, as most all of you know if you've been involved for a little while. And if you don't know much about me, or if it's your first time watching, I've been invested since January, and I've done a lot of research and learned a lot since then. But, the future remains to be seen. So this video was really just made to make you think. I don't have one particular opinion, but all I'm saying, and I want you to remember and take away, is that the U.S. government is not, hear me when I say this, they will not sit idly by and watch a currency that potentially would become the world currency like Bitcoin. They would not let another country like China just simply take that over. What's that mean for Bitcoin? Does it mean it's going to go down? No. I don't think it means that at all. I do, in my heart, still think that Bitcoin is really going to end up being the digital gold and kind of serve the purpose it's serving right now. I don't think it's going to be used as a currency. Of course, I could be wrong, and my opinions could change as the times do and as new technologies come out. But yeah, this is just something that's been making me think a little bit this week. I'm watching Ripple closely. I was gonna bring it up, but I'm just telling you, I'm watching Ripple closely. Anything under 40 cents, I think, is a steal if you're watching Ripple. Bitcoin, if you're thinking about buying some Bitcoin, my target price for Bitcoin is 6,200 or lower. And I'm also watching a couple other projects, including, just for the record, PundiX and Dragon Chain, just as a side note. But I want to thank you for watching. In the comments section below, let me know what you think about this. Let me know if you think that America is going to end up backing Ripple and choosing that over Bitcoin. Any thoughts you have about that, I would love to hear from you guys. Thank you to those who have been commenting, to those who have been watching. Again, hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you guys next.